Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the post-race Sunday press conference here at the end of the Monster Energy Grand Prix of Czechia here at the Brno circuit. Congratulations to our top three, the Novo team rider, reigning world champion Marc Marquez. Marc winning for the second time in a row here in Brno, his 75th Motogp victory. Second place, a fantastic weekend for Trackhouse of Aprilia's Ogura, first Japanese rider in Motogp to start on pole position in 6 years. Second in yesterday's sprint and second in today's Grand Prix. And they doubled the Novo team podium completed by Pecco Bagnaia. Pecco third in the Grand Prix. 4 successive podiums for Pecco. His 63rd Motogp podium, which now puts him outright in the top 10 ever in Grand Prix history. Congratulations, gentlemen, to all three of you. Marc, we will start the press conference with you. I get the feeling that this was a much more unexpected victory compared to your success in Balaton Park 2 weeks ago today. Marc, you did it the hard way, a real tough battle in very tough conditions. Are you surprised to be sat here in P1 once again in Brno?
Yeah, of course, it was completely unexpected, this one, especially because I think today the best target, or very optimistic target, was a podium, but victory was something that I didn't expect, but yeah, already in the first part of the race, I attacked in a good way the first lap, and then I saw that when I was behind Pecco, the pace was there. Just I was stuck a bit behind him. I was not able to overtake in the beginning, and then I was using a lot the rear tire, and then I was a bit afraid because with that riding style, I know that I was using a lot the rear tire because I wasn't able to brake as I want. But when I did my last attack, that was the last 5 laps, was enough to lead the race. But then Ogura was coming, so I was quite afraid about his pace in the last part of the race, because normally he's super strong.
You attacked Pecco to lead on lap 16, a lead which you held to the checker flag, but you can never relax, can you, when you're seeing +0.79 on the pit? Well, we know, as you just mentioned, how strong I is in those final few laps. We saw how hard you were pushing to take that win, because you had the big moment coming through at turn 13. Marc, just talk us through that. And did you think I was a little bit closer than perhaps he was?
Yeah, I mean, when I was pushing, I was able to keep that 53 lows, but I was there always. So in the last lap on that turn 11-12, I did a small mistake, and then I didn't know, and I was not very comfortable with Ogura behind. Then I defend in a good way turn 13, but then I open a lot of gas to attack to turn 14 and defend the turn 14 because after Moto2 race, I say, okay, we need to be we need to have extra tension on that corner, and yeah, it was enough to cross the line in first position.
Always watching, always learning, Marc, despite the fact you've won over 100 Grand Prix. Now, just finally, there's been a real big change in the championship picture over these last 2 weeks. You've recovered 62 points in 2 rounds compared to Marco Bezzecchi, who we know has had a very complicated weekend here in the Czech Republic. Before this weekend, we've got the feeling that you've not really been thinking too much about the World Championship, but now you must be starting to feel that you're in the game and got a great chance of winning that 8th world title.
I mean, 1 month and a half, I was completely over. I mean, I was in the hospital and more than 100 points behind. So now I don't know why I'm 40 points behind the leader. So we are on the game. I need to have the feet on the ground because in Assen I need to survive. It's a circuit where normally when I'm fit, I'm already struggling. So this year I need to have this extra tension there. And then Sachsenring, summer break, and then I hope and I believe after summer break come back with attack mode.
Congratulations once again, Marc. Back-to-back in Balaton, now back-to-back here in Brno as well. Well done. Congratulations once again. Well, come on then to second place. Japan's Ogura, fantastic weekend for you here in Brno. Pole position yesterday with that all-time lap record. A strong second in the sprint, a very strong second in today's Grand Prix. The first time you've actually led in MotoGP came today as well. So a lot of positives for you to take next weekend into Assen.
Yeah, for sure. Overall, the race weekend was a fantastic for us. Qualifying was one of the most weak point for us, and we managed to do it better this time. And second in the both races, it's a good result still. So we can be super happy about the weekend. Yeah.
And how did it feel to lead for the first time in MotoGP? Never easy to get to the front, never easy as well when you've got two riders with 9 MotoGP World Championships right on your rear tyre. How was that experience?
I enjoyed first few laps, but just for a few laps because they passed me. So I feel like I could have more, but no. It's nice to experience that anyway.
Pecco knows how strong you are over the longer distances on worn tyres because you pushed him all the way to the line in the sprint yesterday. You pushed him all the way for the podium in the Grand Prix Mugello. And Marc's just told us how he was worried about you attacking him in those final few laps. So was there any point, in those last sort of 4 or 5 laps where you really thought you might have a chance to catch and overtake Marc?
I felt better and I could see the lap time. We are going very, very quick towards the end of the race, but Marc was on the same pace. He had a great pace, and I couldn't catch him. I was like, at one point I was like, let me win this one because you have so many already. But no, next time.
Yeah, he's only got 101 wins now in his Grand Prix career. As the Marc Marquez, I am sure your time will come very, very soon. A brilliant weekend for you and for Aprilia. Another great ride. Congratulations once again to Pecco Bagnaia. Pecco, it is your 4th consecutive podium. You've found some speed. You found some consistency in the last few races. You did a lot of the leading in that Grand Prix as well. So a bit like a lot of positives for you to take from this weekend. Of course, off the back of your sprint win yesterday as well.
Yeah, maybe I need to ask to Marc the same to let me win one race. But in any case, no, I'm happy. We are improving. We are getting closer to the pace. And today we missed last 5 laps. I was knowing also this morning and looking to the laps of Marc and I also from Dija that during the weekend I was missing 1 or 2 tenths. But today I tried everything in the first laps to control the race, and until lap 16 I was quite confident. Then I was not having vibration like yesterday, but I started to have more floating feeling, and honestly I was struggling a bit. But as soon as I was leading, was better. And when Marc overtook me, I started to struggle a lot with the front, and I needed to leave them go away. And then when I was 1 second, 1.2 behind, I started to push again, and the pace was good, but not good enough. Was good just enough to finish on the podium.
You said missing potentially on paper those 1 or 2 tenths per lap. Where do you feel that small difference was today?
Like I said on Thursday, I need to think a bit too much riding the bike, and when you are thinking, normally you are losing a bit. When you are riding in a natural way, everything comes more easy. But it's like I said, this year is a part of the process. Last year I lost a lot of confidence, and I need to build the speed, and I think it's something that we are improving. We are getting closer. We are working well. Maybe today we didn't do the correct choice on the setup, but was good enough to understand another way to work. Marc was doing a fantastic job the weekend, so we are getting closer also because we are pushing a lot looking at the data, and we are getting closer to the Aprilia that this weekend were struggling more than us.
And just finally, Dija on lap 20 and lap 21, he had unbelievable late race pace. He was really closing on you fast. Were you always kind of comfortable and confident you were going to hang on to that 3rd place?
Yes, but when I did 53.4, it was my best lap, and he gained like 4 tenths or 5 tenths. I said, okay. He's very strong, but I was knowing that was enough because I was having more gap, and the last laps I just tried to be precise and finish the race in a good way, because today I started also struggling a lot with the front tire, the consumption of front tire. So we'll check everything and try to improve for Assen.
Great job once again by you and the team here, Pecco. Congratulations again, guys, to all 3 of you here on that Grand Prix in Brno. That's enough from me. We'll invite questions, please, from the media. Thank you very much.
Hello, gentlemen, to your left, Frank Wing from Ziggo Sport. Mark, I actually have two questions. My first question to you, Mark. How well do you know your own body? How well do you know your own body? Because you told us at the start of the weekend, maybe P5 or top 5, and again, you win. So is it a matter of not just your physical condition, but also your mental condition?
I mean, of course, now is much more demanding about mental side than physical side. The way that I approach the weekends. Why? Because especially the Fridays are super difficult to slow down 3 laps, push 1. Slow down 3 laps, push 1. That about mental side, to keep the concentration, to take the reference points, is super demanding about the mental side, but it's the best way to get up on Saturday in a good way. So it's true that I don't know which will be my 100% in the future, but what my target is try to reach my new 100% every Saturday and every Sunday. Doesn't matter the Friday. Friday only the target is top 10, set up the bike and then do a step on Saturday.
Okay. My second question is something a little bit tricky, but I think we all want to know how you 3 guys feel about the punishment, the sanction for Marco Bezzecchi.
I will not give any extra comment because already a lot of noise in the social media. Can happen. We are young. We are learning things in front of a lot of millions of people. So there with the full adrenaline, with maybe the frustration of the crash, of course I think he learned about it, but that's it. We are learning things every day, and most of us, we are around 20 and 30 years old, so still we have a lot of things to learn in the life.
Aye, you've got some observations on the Marco Bezzecchi penalty?
No.
Or, no comment. Pecco, I mean, obviously know you're very, very close to Marco, so do you have anything to add?
Know him very well. Know how the adrenaline can affect yourself. This not remove the things he did on the marshal, because you cannot touch them. They are there working for you. But the punishment was heavy. Suspend for a race is huge. So we saw many things in the past similar. Never happened that. So maybe just want to say that it's huge.
Hi guys, Adam Wheeler. A question for Mark. Mark, for a couple of weeks now, you've kept using this word survive. So when are you going to use the word attack? Will it be Sachsenring, or is that too close?
I hope after summer break. Of course, Sachsenring is a circuit where we like to start to attack, but after summer break, I wish. I cannot say I believe, but I wish. Then, if you wish something, I will try to forget or to have an acceptable physical condition to ride as I want. Today, in the last part of the race, the bike was able to be faster. Just I was not able to push the limit.
BT Sport Bikes Inc. First of all, I'd like to thank all 3 of you for just a great weekend of racing, from the sprint to the race today. Thank you guys, and thank you, I and Mark, because you're on my fantasy team. Thank you guys so much for the points. My question is to I. Your weak point was your qualifying, and you obviously overcame that, and you got pole this weekend. What now is your weak point, and can you see yourself later on in the year fighting for the championship?
We could manage to improve qualifying this time, but we found another weak point, which is first few laps after the start. So yeah, that's what we learned from this race. And what was the last part? Sorry.
Can you see yourself fighting for the championship later on in the year?
against with these guys, I don't think I'm in a championship fight yet. So I try to make myself better.
Thank you.
Hi, Dimitris Diatsidis from Cosmote TV Greece. Question for I first. Yesterday you said that you had more consumption that from the one you were expected in the front tire, and you need to change something. What exactly you changed today, and you are again very fast until the end?
I managed the front better this time, and was helping, but I lost the rear then, so I need to find the right balance for the next time.
And question for Pecco. Pecco, what it was your difference on setup, and you had these problems in the last part of the race with the front?
We changed something, I cannot say what, but was helping for vibration, because yesterday the vibration was a limit. Yesterday with the soft, I didn't feel a drop from the soft tire. The grip was good, but vibration was limiting a bit. But for me, it was limiting less than the floating feeling of today. So we need to find a balance, and thanks to this race, we will improve.
Niki Kovács from Motogp Hungary, one for you, another one, Pecco. I was just wondering what difference makes how old AI is, judging his performance, or what was the reason that you asked him yesterday in the car how old he is?
Curiosity.
Or that was the warm-up question to arrive to the vibration that Mark wanted to ask, or?
No. I wasn't. I didn't want to arrive to that question, but I was curious to know how old was I.
No, I think it was like when you have that silence and it's a good weather today, So I think you have this situation in the past, and you will have. Yeah, so it was that silence in the car that. No?
Because normally we are used to speak in Italian, but with I it's more difficult. So we need to speak in English, and
he answered straight, pop, pop.
It's my fault.
No, it's our fault.
Hello, it's the other Dimitri from Greek television. A question for Marc and a question for Pecco, please. Marc, when you crossed the line, you opened your visor, we could see from the camera on your dashboard, you seemed to be in some really considerable discomfort. Was that just general fatigue, or is there some part of you that's particularly bothering you? I just noticed you sitting there doing some interesting stretches with your right arm. Is it anything related with that, or what was the feeling?
No, it was just general fatigue. Luckily now I don't have numbness, I don't have pain. Just I have a lack of power, lack of muscle, and then I compensated with another part of my body. So it was a general fatigue. It's true that my heart rate because we know how is the heart rate on the races. Since I come back from the injury, is higher than ever. But at home is lower than ever. So that means that riding the bike, I'm compensating with another things what I'm missing in the right arm.
And a question for Pecco. To me, you look much more like you did in 2024 now than last year. And really my question is, what aspect of the performance of the motorcycle is allowing you now to perform like we've seen you perform in the past?
For me, I prefer to don't speak or compare myself with 24, because it's 2 years ago. Now we are. I think I'm a better rider compared to 2 years ago. It's true that my feeling on that bike was fantastic, but right now I'm. ¿Qué?
It's okay. Que se había parado la tele.
For me, I think I improved to try to adapt to the bike. It's true that I'm not feeling well, at 100%. this bike, but we are improving, and I'm riding in a different way. I'm trying to improve myself. Compared to 24, I'm improved a lot on left corners. Today I was able to overtake Marc on the left, so it was good. But we are growing, we are improving. We start to know each other much more, and you know what to ask to yourself. So I think right now I'm started to ride in a better way. I'm working, I think, in a better way in the garage, and the results are coming. I'm still not on the place I want, but we are getting closer.
Marc, Pecco, congratulations, guys. Once again, a great job here in Brno. We'll see you in a few days' time in Assen. Thank you.